Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Carson Brauer, and I'm a representative of Tile Incorporated. You know, this is super embarrassing, but I have to admit that I've actually misplaced my phone. I totally had it when I walked in here, and I wouldn't make a big deal about it, but I really need it for this presentation. So, Carolyn, could you give it a call? Maybe then it'll ring, because 6089. Never mind. It's on silent, so that won't work. If only I had a product that was on my person at all times that would track my phone and maybe ping a noise to it so I could find it or something, even if it was on silent. Well, this is strangely convenient. It might be like if I double click it or something, it would make my... Oh man, it's been on me the whole time. Welcome to Tile. With Tile, you never have to lose anything ever again. As I said previously, my name is Carson Brauer, and I've had the honor of being a part of the Tile team, seeing this product go from an inkling of an idea to a booming success. And in February of this year, there were a record 4.5 million Tile units distributed across the world. But like anything else, Tile started with a story. I should introduce you to Camila. Camila was like any of the rest of us. She was really great at losing things, but maybe on a bigger scale than we are. See, it started out when she lost her iPhone. Understandable, I guess. And then she lost like a fleet of jackets. That's right, not one, not two, but she lost 6 of them. And then she misplaced 2 driver's licenses, and it all came to a head when she misplaced their dog for a series of several days. And Camila's husband, Mike, saw his wife in the midst of her distress, and he thought, well, dang, my sweetie needs a solution to this problem that she has, misplacing things, and thus the Tile was born. After a massively successful Kickstarter campaign, like I said, 4.5 million units have been distributed across the globe, which is a wonderful thing, but why should you care? Well, that's a great question, and I guess I'll have to be frank with you. It's because I think you're all losers. But not like that, not like characteristically or morally. I just think we're all prone to losing our objects, our belongings, and that's what Tile is really here to help with. Actually, I'm always losing my phone, as you can see. Can I ask you guys some things that you're frequently losing, some things you'd like to have a tracker on? Yeah, Allie?
My school ID.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Totally could get you hooked up with a solution for that. Anyone else?
Car keys.
Car keys. Wallet. Yeah, absolutely. And the beautiful thing is all of those things fall under the umbrella of things that Tile could track. So let me introduce you to our product line, the Tile Mate and the Tile Slim. They are pretty similar products, really similar in functionality, but have different application depending on the situation that you're in. We'll start with the Mate, and allow me to pass a couple things around for you. First of all, this is a sheet that gives you all the specs you're going to need regarding the product. And I want to give you a physical idea of what the Mate looks like, because I do own one. So go ahead and pass that around. You'll be able to see that it is super small. In fact, it's just a little over 1 square inch in surface area. Now, the other cool thing is it's pretty thin. It's under the thickness of, if you were to take 2 quarters and stack them, it's still thinner than that. So it's really great with a keyhole in the middle. You can put it on a key ring or on a lanyard, or tape it to the back of some stuff, put it under the seat of your bike. The possibilities are really endless, but the coolest thing about both the Tile Mate and the Tile Slim is that they have finding reciprocity. I know, finding reciprocity sounds like this complicated techie term that's really lofty, but in layman's terms it means, well, you saw me locate my phone using the Tile, but I can also locate the Tile using my phone. So since the Tile is attached to my keys, fun, it even sings for you. So that's really great. It makes it really practical. Now, maybe the Mate doesn't appeal to you, and that's totally fine. What the Mate lacks in physical appeal, it makes up for in personality. But opposingly, you might be interested in the Slim. It's sleeker, it's more compact. At first glance, it doesn't look like it because the surface area is actually bigger. It's 2 by 2. And so you're saying, what's more compact about that? Well, the thickness is where it really boasts. So it's sleek, it's under 1/10 of an inch, and it's equivalent to the thickness of 2 stacked credit cards, which in turn makes it perfect for sliding in your wallet. Ladies, if you have a clutch you're losing. For me, I would love to stick one on the inside of my laptop, right next to the keyboard, then the lid still closes because it's thin enough. You can, like I said, kind of customize and track whatever you might be losing most. As I've implied, it uses Bluetooth functionality, which is extremely versatile. It's already implemented into all of your iOS or Android devices, and so anything within a 200-foot radius of your phone can be tracked using the Tile application. Now, let's say you put a tile on the underneath seat of your bike, and you ride a couple miles away and you leave your bike there. The Tile community actually works together to find your bike. So let's say I'm walking by a bike with my Tile app on my phone and I come into contact. My Tile will ping that person's phone so that they have an exact location of where their bike can be found, which is really great. It really boasts and brags on this whole idea of a community, which I'll come back around to later. But whether it's a wallet or a bike or your dog, which reminds me I should have you meet Fenton. And I know, he's adorable, so on the count of 3, I want us all to collectively say "aw." So 1, 2, 3. Aww. Yeah, beautiful, that was exactly what I wanted. And Fenton is from Canada, and like any little pup, he went on an adventure by himself without his owner's approval, and he ended up 5 miles away from home. Luckily, his owners had attached a Tile mate to his neck. So Fenton ended up at a neighbor's house 5 miles down the road, and the neighbors had just been gifted tiles for Christmas. So they had the Tile app on their phone. When Fenton came into contact with their phones, it pinged the owners. They knew exactly where to go, the exact address to pick up their sweet dog, and now he's hanging out, lounging at home again. And these are the kind of stories that we really love to highlight here at Tile. We want to make your life easier. We want you to keep track of the belongings or even loved ones, such as Fenton here. So sweet. But I want to highlight a surprising statistic here. See, Americans spend, according to the US News and World Report, we spend about $5,500 over the course of our lifetime just replacing missing things, which is pretty asinine when you think about it. And we also spend a collective year of our entire life looking for these belongings that we've misplaced. So, let's say you buy yourself a Tile and you save $5,000 and you have an extra year. What would you do? The world is your oyster. Does anyone have any places they're itching to go? Anything they'd love to do? Sky's the limit.
Hawaii.
Hawaii? You could be there for a year. Well, probably not on this budget, but you could be there for like a couple weeks. The point is that, like I said, we're all about saving you time, we're all about saving you money, and that is reflected. You're happy as I am. And that is reflected in our pricing. Pricing is going to vary a lot depending on how many units you're looking to buy and what model, but this will give you a rough estimate of what you're looking at. As a self-started company, we don't want to shaft you with outrageous prices or hidden fees, so I actually want to do you guys a favor. You guys have done me a huge solid by being here, by being incredibly attentive. And so I'll draw your attention to the checkout on thetileapp.com. You can see there's a box for a gift card or savings code. Well, if you enter the promo code Carson Loves You, because it's true, you'll get 20% off your first order with Tile, which I hope helps rationalize this product even more. Hopefully, if you're not convinced, you are now. The promo code is attached on your sheet, as well as a couple other locations and retailers you can buy the product. And before I close, I should really remind you that here at Tile, we've engineered a product that we hope not only makes sense, but also assists you in the minute stresses of everyday life. We want to eliminate those. And as Tile, we're not really a company trying to sell you something. We're a community, and we really want to invite you in. We want to work together to be part of the 4.5 million and growing that are working to make lost possessions a thing of the past. So become a part of the family and join us as we find what matters. Thank you so much. Any pressing questions?
Is it waterproof?
It is water resistant to like splashing and like if you take it out in the rain, but it's not meant to be like dunked underwater, like swim with. So water resistant is the key there.
How big is the range? Like you can connect?
Yeah, so the Bluetooth range itself is a 200-foot radius, so that'll pretty much cover most things, most spots in your house. And then, like I said, it uses a global tracking system beyond that, so you'd have to wait for another person to come into contact with your missing tile. So, yeah.
How long have you had tile and how often do you use it?
Yeah, I've had mine about 6 months, and I am the biggest loser of all because I lose my phone pretty frequently, probably once a week. I find myself using the little clicker to locate my phone. It goes both ways, but I don't really lose my keys often. So, anything else? Cool.
Thank you, Carson.
Yeah, thank you guys.